And we are live. Hi, everyone. Hello. Lovely to see you all. Bonjour.
Bonjour tout le monde.
Guten Tag.
Guten Tag, yeah.
Buenos dias. Wherever you are, sending you love. Welcome to AwakenToJoy Sunday live chat. It's lovely to see you all. If you don't know us, I'll introduce myself. I'm Shem Wago. You can call me Shem. And?
Je suis Omondi.
And it's lovely to be here with you all. Another Sunday, another live chat. And quite frankly, it's always good times with you folks. I'm not even going to lie to you. It's so family vibes always. Feel free to just listen or you can jump in the chats. The wisdom is in the chats too. The community is on point. They're loving and they're very wise. So if you have any questions or anything you want to just chat about, feel free to dive in. Today we have so much and I'm not going to rush through it, but we're going to get everything done. That's how we're going to do it.
That's how we do it.
For sure. Let's see who's in the chats today. Hi, Heiko, Deanna, Tom, John, Danny. Oh, hey,
Hey, everyone.
Hey. And anyone who's just listening and enjoying on the Sunday. Hey,
Yeah, Diana, you're right. Happy Summer Solstice. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Diana.
Absolutely. I'm loving it. I always figured myself like as a summer baby, but I'm on the cusp.
You think you are?
I just took the month and ran with it. At this point, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you missed it a little though.
Hey, Shah. Yeah, I just took the summer month. I was like, June's my month and that's summer and let's go.
So you're claiming then?
I am. I didn't feel like claiming spring. Though I do enjoy spring, you know, daffodils,
my summer.
cherries, all that stuff, you know, the blossoms, that's my thing. But no, summer's where it's at.
That is very, very true.
So we'll give everyone a minute to get in, jump in. And are you sure, John? I'll warm up with that dream. Are you sure, John? It wasn't it was John. Are you sure?
Are you sure?
I will, but I'm not doing it without your permission. So yeah, I'm not doing it without your permission. So I'm not gonna go back and forth until you say yes, I am sure. And then I'll do what it does. If that's the case, I will start off with that. Okay, he says he's sure. Okay, so let me just get the book out because I got my dream journal here today because dreams be dreaming. And if you were with us yesterday, you well and know the whole collectives is all tapped in. To be fair, I think that we're all from similar starseed or angel realm soul signatures, and to be fair, we all came in just deciding this was going to be the time, right?
So this is what we're doing now.
This is what we're doing now. Okay. That's what we said. You know what, souls? This is what we're doing now. All right. So here we go. Dating back. I was minding my own business. Let's start with that one. Okay.
Is that so?
I was minding my own business. Yeah, I know, Deanna, right? I was minding my own business. Okay. And I didn't make any intentions. Now I just go for something that I want. Hey, Creo.
Hey, Creo.
We're popping off with a dream that I had, but it wasn't a dream. I just got straight up message. I was in pre-sleep stage, hypnagogic stage, whatever you want to call the stage. I wasn't really sleeping. I was actually just relaxing. I do some art and then I relax and then I go to sleep. And I was in the relaxed part where I'm just like, let me just chill out, rest my bones a bit. And I just went into a state where all of these things appeared to me, right? I think Juliana called it something seeing time or something like that. Whatever it was, she coined it. She smashed it. It was amazing. Whatever that term was. So I had we got someone new.
Yeah, Arthur. No worries. It's
No
so
worries.
good.
Hi, Arthur.
Yeah. Peace
Welcome.
to you too.
Peace to you too. So yeah, opening up now. So this is to do with John. And I've had John's permission before anyone's like, I thought you said you were minding your own business. So this is on the 18th of June at 3 a.m.
Oh, that's precise.
I know, but I
Mm.
write these things down because that's the time I decided, okay, I finished my art. I'm going to just start to wind down right now. And all of a sudden I started to observe a sunny day. I knew I was somewhere and it was a sunny day. I just roll with it at this point. If you know, you know. And then I heard the name John in a female's voice. And I was like, okay, I know a John. And she said, John, what are you doing with your hands? And I looked around and I was like, I saw him doing something with his hands, but I couldn't quite see what it was. And it was John from the group. Yeah. From the community. Just another avatar. And then when I looked and I was like, who is this voice? And she just let me know, yeah, like, I'm Hecate. And I was like, oh, okay. Oh, well, you're nothing like you're nothing like some people have depicted you to be. Like, you're nothing like your traditional depiction, but all right, great. And she was like, what's he doing with his hands? What's John, what are you doing with your hands? And then she said to him, John, you've got your hands full. You've got your hands full, John. And then I saw her go up to him and speak with him. And I just watched them. And then an alarm clock woke me up, like the alarm buzzing. Duh, duh, duh. And I was like, what is going on? So I wake up immediately. And then the last thing I see is John's hands, like going like this. And as I see John's hands, out of the middle of his hand it's a card. And they're an oracle card that I've seen a lot of because I get readings as well, but I don't have that deck. It's a beautiful deck. It's actually a deck by someone called it's the Ethereal Visions Illuminated Tarot deck. It's like gold and white. And there was a certain card that I really love on it that's beautiful. It's like this Art Nouveau style of drawing. And it had the seer, which is the equivalent of the high priestess, but kind of is like gender neutral. And then the number 616 was given. And then I was given 616 and I saw someone's home and it looked more than nice. And it wasn't that it was like expensive or anything, but when everything has its place and then when something that's like feng shui, you could tell when something was feng shui, like everything had its place and the energy could move in the space easily. Yeah. And then I was given another number, 343. And then it said, you will marry David. It's already been decided. And I was like, what? Yeah, I'm reading it back from my book, John. And then the word hermeticism turned up. And I was like, hermeticism? Well, that's definitely John. Because I would have questioned it and been like, is that really my John? Does it have anything to do with me? Even though I saw his face. But when they said that, it was pretty much locked in. So yes, yesterday on the lives, he was just mentioning something like that he'd had a moment that he'd had with family members. And I was like, I didn't think I'd have to say anything to him about the dream. I thought I'd wait a while and then see how it goes. But I said, no, I'm going to say something just in case any information comes forward that's going to like help him or guide him or give him some clarity around something. So I emailed him yesterday and he was like, yo, that is
For real.
You could tell it, John. He was like, yo, that is spot on. Like that's literally the date that he went through, the things that he went through. I don't know what 3 a.m. in the morning on the 18th was time in your time, but that woke me up, or at least got me out of relaxation mode. I was like, what is going on? But these are the things that happen when you have someone in your field, when you have certain people in your field that you have certain soul agreements with. None of these messages that any of us get or give or receive or whatever it is are by default. A lot of these are preordained message, pre-decided messages that we are to share or not to share between each other as we see fit or as the relationship pertains to. And I'm saying this, me and Shah, like, okay, she be dreaming, I be dreaming, but we share our messages between each other as well. So this is not something that if you lot like, and also other people have reached out to me in the collective and been like, Shem, I had a dream. Like, it's just how it goes when you meet your soul tribe and you have these dreams about them. A lot of the times, guys, it's for a reason. You know, certain messages aren't going to be felt the same from certain people, and at that time you will agree to give a message or not to someone, and it be like that. So John, I hope that was helpful for you at the time. I felt compelled to tell you because it was just like, yeah, it was she woke me up with that alarm clock, because the alarm clock came out of nowhere, and I have not got an alarm clock in my house. Like, I don't keep them. I don't like the sound. So yeah. And there's something about the Hopi cosmic tribe as well that came through, but that had something to do with Ursa Major. But that is another message for another time, guys. I'm still trying to figure that one out, to be real honest with you. I'm trying to figure that one out. Is there anything else you want me to open with? Because I can just dive into 2 collective messages and then we can get into
Would that be
the
reading?
etymology.
Okay.
No, it's not the reading. It's
I
just.
think you probably can wrap it up with the reading.
You want me to put this before the reading?
No, it's like you do the reading, then you can wrap it up with the collective messages.
All right. Because this was a channeled message. It had nothing to do with cards.
Oh, okay. I know it's up to you, man.
All right. They're not long anyway.
I just want to say something before you start.
Go for it.
I say yes, Creole. Thank you. Happy Father's Day as well. To
Yeah,
everyone.
Happy Father's Day
There's a
to everyone
dad
who fathers.
and everyone who fathers. Yeah, and so yeah, thank you, Diana, as well. So everybody, Arthur, yes, thank you. Yeah, so you might as well go ahead.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So collective message came through, and this was meditation after the morning after this whole entire 3 a.m. wake up. I took my ass to bed, okay? Because that was a lot. But afterwards, when I woke up in the morning, I usually do meditation or I do some sort of divination in the morning. Anyway, I got my routine. But what came through straight up and down, taken into a dimension where someone has traveled to a national park. I'm reading what I've written down, yeah? And enjoyed it so much that they were thinking about becoming a park ranger. The first sign I was shown was Wrangler, but you know, Wrangler, Wrangler, like the brand. But I think that's like a jeans brand. But Omondi was like, that's not jeans. That's like a car or something in America. Okay, so they showed someone who was traveling there, and it was something like a Yosemite Park, like the places where they've got old sequoias and huge mountains and huge landscapes, and if you don't know what you're doing, you get bears there, like the whole 9 yards, like massive national parks. And someone has traveled there a few times, but it's like as if they had a dream of coming back but becoming a park ranger. So whatever job it is that they're doing now, that was something now that is like a new dream. So I was able to see their dream thought that was something that they desired. and it brought them. Oh, that's nice.
That's
Oh,
why.
it's a Jeep.
Yeah, that's why Wrangler is a Jeep. So
Okay.
that's why it's in.
Also, that's why the driving clutch came up.
It's an
Okay.
alignment.
Also, the idea of somebody either having to drive clutch or learn how to drive clutch to do so as either part of what it is they desired or a part of this new unraveling of the dream that they had for themselves. They love the park. They feel at peace when they're there. They feel free. They feel at home. They feel connected with nature. They feel like this would be a beautiful place to work. Oh my gosh. It was like a revelation when they traveled there that was something that they would want to do. Also, 3 names came up, and they're very specific names. And when I try to kind of finesse the names, which I do, don't ask why, okay? It's just sometimes they'll be giving me names, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't know nobody called that. And they'd be like, yeah, but this ain't about you, girl. So, hey, Wayne, Ryan, and the last one is Tulio. So imagine Julio, but spelled specifically Tulio, Tulio. Right? And then I was shown somebody who had ran like a food truck, and it was a masculine figure, but they seemed to have staff there. Not a lot, like 2 max or 3 sometimes with help, but it's like 2 of them. But they were able to run this by themselves. So it's someone specific's company, whether it's a dream they have. And when I get these, it's like whether it's somebody's desire or somebody's doing something now and desiring an expansion into that experience. So it was someone with a thriving food truck business, and they run it during the day, and it's like they do I saw them looking at the menu, but they run it for like lunch times and like brunches, like that time. But something's changed in their life, and they're wondering if there's a way to be able to do less hours or the same hours but placed elsewhere. And it's either they're going to be having a child or they've had a child, but something in their schedule has changed, but they want more money for the same hours. And what I was shown as a flash afterwards for their asking this, Source then showed me garland lights. You know those fairy lights that you have like at night where they're hung up, and like a teepee stand type of thing? Like, I can't even, whatever, you get what I'm saying. And then this truck, and then the person there thriving. So like they would run this truck from like early evening to like maybe 12, 1 o'clock at night. So it's like move the shift from day to night, and then that would free up their time. But then I saw a long crowd of people. So that shift is the answer that I was given. It's like all you need to do is move the hours of opening, put some garland lights out. Hey presto, there'll be a long queue. People coming out of like wrapping up their evening and then going there and just being hungry and enjoying the food and loving what it is. And like word of mouth is going to play a huge part in this expansion, and it's going to fit for the person's day. They're not going to get home too late. They're still going to be able to do what they need to do. So I'm hearing long queues, better time. Also the song Oh It's Magic as well. So take that where it resonates. Don't try and make anything fit. That is the end of the collective message that I had for you guys. All right. You can go with your etymology.
Well, I think we'll start by the actual question for the community.
Okay. We can do that.
The FAQs, frequency asked questions.
All right.
I think you got this up there.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
There we go.
So do you want to read it?
Yeah.
I'll read it.
I don't mind.
Go ahead.
All right. So thank you for whoever sent this. I know it's anonymous, so it's anonymous. I keep having the same dream about a house I've never lived in, and I can't tell if my mind made it up or if I'm picking up on something outside of myself. Lately, even my regular thoughts feel like that. Half the time, I can't tell if I'm thinking something or just catching it. Is any of this actually mine? Question mark. I'll let you go. I'll let you
All right,
dive
guys,
in.
feel free to
Feel free to dive in.
dive in and share your thoughts. Well, that is why clearing your field is important, because then you can start knowing what you was part of you or not. I would say this. I would say if you tend to watch, say, properties and houses, let's say on YouTube, because in a country that thinking of moving to, then it's only natural that this come into your field, and that's okay, because this is um, you in mastery, because you foresee a future version of yourself, or you tune into a timeline that is what you would desire. So that's okay. That's all right if it's that. Now, if it's something you watch without watching, and maybe because somebody else is doing that, doesn't mean it is bad, because sometimes it can influence you positively, and it can be an inspiration. That I would say that's okay too, unless you really don't want that. And if you don't, that will be the time where you start clearing your field. So perhaps you choose what you watch on TV. You'll be a little more um, attentive about what you decide to watch, so it doesn't permeate that easily. Everything uh, it is your choice to decide how you're going to go about it. And we talked before about ordering, commanding your reality, and the dream state, it is part of your reality. It's a different state of consciousness, but that still equate to a reality, a given reality, like the same way it is here. This is your reality at the moment on Earth, on realm one. This is a reality. So, due to different state of consciousness, it is possible that you form these realities depending on your field, knowingly and unknowingly. So, I would say begin to align with the thing you would love to see, and then pay attention, and then you can start knowing, you know what, this is not of me. I don't like this. And I remember I was talking to that person, and they were really, really negative about that thing, and then now I'm seeing these things coming up in my field during dream state or whatever. Then you can be like, okay, I see the patterns. It's also about pattern recognition. That's what I got to say about them.
Yeah. I think you pretty much answered it.
Oh, okay.
No, really, because I'm not really going to say much different. I have had experiences like that as well, and you're pretty much spot on. However, one little nuance I would give is, if it's a place that feels familiar, I would work more on how you feel rather than staying in your headspace or your mental body. I would see how you feel in your energy body when you're there. So when you return, if you find yourself in that dream place again, see how you feel in your body when you're in that space. Is it somewhere that feels familiar? Is it in your body, in your vessel, whatever vessel it is you're using at the time, and what other energy body you're feeling at the time? Is it somewhere that feels brand new? Do you know the layout? If so, how much? Is there any place you can't go to in there? Like, how does it feel? Does it, you know what home feels like? Does it feel like yours? Does it feel like a close friend's? Start differentiating the feeling rather than trying to stay in your thoughts about it. And often that your energy body will give you another layer of information about the space. That's what I would say. So, is it yours or not? That's where your discernment is going to come in. It's not for me to say, it's for you to feel into. That would be what I'd have to say to you. Anyone else in the comments has anything to in the chats has anything to add for this person?
John's
If do, just
saying,
drop it in.
yeah, John's saying it could be your field space changing based on things going on in your life. I have felt this way before.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it could
that's.
be that as well.
I think all of us, to a certain extent,
Yeah.
felt that way.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I saw that John has said driving clutch would open up the job market for him. Driving clutch is something to wrap your head around, but once you do, you don't forget. It's like riding a bike. It's not as difficult as everyone makes it out to be. It is doable. It's 100% doable.
Yeah, Diana saying the same. Like, definitely agree with that. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely been through that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And thanks,
So
Diana.
you're not the only one. I mean, many of us went through that. That's the whole point. It's like part of knowing. I like to say what you are rather than who you are. Is essential to go through this process, and it's just like, okay, I don't like this. That don't align with me. Doesn't feel good. And like Shem said, take time to feel it through your body, and your intuition, and that feeling can decipher it is if that is of truth or not. And it don't have to all be bad. Some things are awesome, like, so yes.
All right. Do you want to get into the etymology?
Yeah, actually, it's very related, the etymology, and I dived in as well, like a little bit more. I've brought in bit of it's like layers to it. There's layers to it. So basically,
Ali?
the words the words I'm going to cover is dream, thought, and thoughtful.
Okay.
Okay, so so the etymology, yeah. So I'm going to read some things that I put together. So long before dream, we're talking about the etymology of the word dream. Long before dream meant a sleeping vision. That's what dream meant. A long time ago. Long time ago. Okay. It meant a state of joy or inner harmony. The sleeping vision and future aspiration meanings came later. So the sleeping vision and future aspiration meanings came way later. That's just like a modern way of seeing it.
Yeah.
Okay. And when we mean modern, we're talking about, few hundreds years, like, when they tell you, 1800s, this is pretty much modern.
When you
Okay.
can say, I'm living the dream.
Right.
My dream house, my dream Barbie house.
True.
The American dream.
The American dream. So anyway, so moving on, and it's very important. It's there's a lot to it, and you'll be surprised. I was surprised myself. So layered on top of something that began as a feeling, not a picture. Okay, so sleeping imagery, aspiration, cherished ambition. Okay. So it's from the Old English dream. So the words hasn't changed. However, the original meaning of dream is it is joy, music, celebration, bliss.
That's beautiful.
All right. So the hidden distortion in this, it is obviously, I'm sure you've had an idea, and you have an idea of what it is. It's something unrealistic. A dream. So unrealistic, right? Fantasy disconnected from reality. And again, what we say to that person is that these are all different realities. It's just with different states of consciousness. Mere wishful thinking. You heard that before, right? Follow your dream. And that's the point I wanted to make. So follow your dream, heard as chase a future achievement, right? But that's a distortion in itself.
Okay.
To what its true meaning is.
All right. Thanks for your support. It's coming up as someone, so thanks
So
for your support.
Thank you so much.
And to be here. Welcome.
Oh, welcome to be here. So I'm gonna
Toby.
Toby.
Toby
I think there was
here.
another name.
No.
And you did ask, is it Toby? And then
And
they gave
I've
us
promptly
they
forgotten.
they
Correct us, please.
the real name. Please correct us. Trying to remember.
Because we're either nailing this or butchering it. You know what I'm saying?
Apologies.
I already forgive myself. Let's roll.
All right. So the true frequency is this: a dream can be
Tash. It's Tasha.
Tash. Come on,
See, it's
Shem. Come on,
one potato,
you got a
two
similar name,
potato.
Shem.
I know. Tasha.
Come, get with it. You know I'm not good with names. I'm really not.
And I'm not good with faces. So hey.
Well, together, like we off and off. We are we won. All one. Goes against what we're teaching, isn't it?
Absolutely. And
if you want to call that teaching, sharing, I'll rather say sharing. All right, so I'm gonna read something
Tasha.
about the true frequency of dreaming. It's really important to know this thing. Trust me, we get in general, like we need to be aware of what we're doing. So
I was so deeply in that distortion bit.
I know. That's why I say know your words, know your power. Is what it is.
Okay.
A dream can be a inner vision, okay, a symbolic communication. That's the truth about what a dream is. A possibility seeking expression or a remembered resonance. It does not necessarily demand pursuit. That's just the misconception. We're thinking like you have to pursue your dream. No, you don't.
You can just have them and just keep them there as like joy bubbles to just revisit, like,
yeah,
feeling wise.
Yeah, that's a small state of being as opposed to some things you gotta chase. So sometimes a dream asks to be explored, sometimes embodied, sometimes it only asks to be witnessed. And I had instances like that.
Yes. I can relate.
So multi-perspective, yeah. Now that's what we're gonna talk about. A recurring dream of an unfamiliar house can be read as personal psychology, an integrated part of self. As symbolic communication, a message in image form. So even though you perceive something as an imagery, it's more of a message than the imagery in itself. And that's why you can't get caught up on what you see. It's deceiving sometimes, or you may read the wrong signs. Yeah. Or as something met rather than made. A place touched within the larger field of creation. The larger field of creation we all share. Because again, we've explained before that what this reality is, it's part of this quantum field. It's the field of creation we all share and create within it. And then certain things you pick upon is because something may have, somebody may have created in its own field, and it doesn't mean it is yours, and vice versa. So yeah. And then there's an example for that. Haven't you wondered what you come up with an idea and you think about it, you don't talk about it to nobody, and then one day someone randomly talk about the same things, you were like, oh wow, I was thinking about this.
Yeah.
And I thought no one would thought about that, but then yet.
Yeah.
So the minute you think about some things, even if it's a creation, hence why when you want to create something, go ahead and do it. There's someone that is ready to receive that.
Yeah. And it's not just you. It's out there.
Yeah.
There is a whole team of non-physical beings who love creating through humanity, and they create with you.
Absolutely.
Via idea, via inspiration, via all these things that, and I'm not saying we don't have innate abilities and talents when it comes to execution or getting things done, but on the idea tip, it is a joint thing sometimes. It's in the sphere, and depending on how tapped in or who you're tapped in to in the sphere, you can get that download. But trust and believe, act on it, because someone else will receive that download as well. And it's just a matter of who acts on it first, or who acts on it and puts it in ways that speaks to them and enjoys and enjoys that as
Yeah.
well. So yeah.
So we'll address few. I'll finish what I'm doing quickly. It's not that long, and I will address a few of these comments. I've seen this great comment you guys came up with. So none of these cancels the others out. So um, so that's why there's no need for competition. The original root of dream is it is joy, is worth holding on to, and then dreams perhaps are not only destinations as well. So that's we have to think about dreams and dreaming differently. Perhaps they are indicators of resonance. So it is important that we reframe the whole concept of dreaming and what it is, or following your dream or going after your dream. You're not going after anything. And hence why, when it comes to manifestation, when you're in a state of joy, good things happen in your life because it is the dream in itself. There's nothing to chase.
You know what? I I did.
It's nice perspective, isn't
It's such a
it?
nice perspective, but it's again me experiencing and doing something for so long, but not having the language to put to it, to say, to conceptualize what it was I was doing. But literally, how I get myself in what I would say a higher frequency, or if I have to do, if I feel like I want to do a reading and I need to clear my field, or I need to just come out of some sort of, feeling of, just feeling low in any way, I will refer back to a dream that I had, an experience that I had,
Yeah.
was out of body, and I first was faced with my higher self, or at least a version of her.
Yeah.
And I just remember the moment that I saw her and she was already looking at me. And then as soon as I clocked who she was, she like went to go and blow me some, like she's going to blow me a kiss. But instead of a kiss, it was a lily.
I remember you told me that, and it was a
It was,
flower.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was a purple lily. I've done some art about her. It was a purple lily. And the way that she sent the lily to me, I smelt the lily came forward. I smelt this, like it came forward, and it kind of just, so I felt her kiss, I felt the lily, and I smelt it. It's like it brushed past my face.
It's bliss.
And that I was in bliss. And I was like, oh, it's her, it's me, it's us. And in that moment, so whenever I want to return to that frequency, I remember that instance, that dream, that out of body state, that dream.
Yeah.
That is really helpful.
Do you know, when I did that research, at first, I come up with the word, look for the etymology, what it really means, certain other aspect. I could go deeper because there's other things I was questioning, and I decided to do something more concise and not so heavy to read, right? But then there's few layers that I needed to explore, and one of them was the idea of following your dreams versus having a dream in itself. When you go at night and you say, "Oh, I'm having a dream," and we had the last episode about it, and then needed to understand what all these layers were constructed upon. What was the base layer, and what it is. So obviously the etymology allows you to do that, but how do you understand your interpretation that you have currently today about these things? You just got to get time to, it's like a, to unpeel, whatever's going on, and then see how you operate in your life. And what I realize most of the time, it very sorry about that, revert back to it's trying to it reverts back to, no, I wanted to use that word. Apologies.
Don't. This
no,
is
no,
your
I'm joking.
second
I know,
language.
I try my best.
Comment.
No, it reverts back to the I am and the state of being. And when all goes wrong, when you're trying to follow your dream, achieve and stuff like that, and things feel difficult, one of the only things I never really took time in the past to do, it's to just stay still and revert back to the I am, and experience whatever I was experiencing as a state of being. But obviously now I know, and I've learned, through that process. So now that I know that, I'm trying to, it's like an equation, and I'm trying to apply that to different words. And in relation to that, what it truly means. Coming back to that state and let it happen, see what unfolds. And now that I know dreams, and you guys know that as well, that actually mean joy.
That's beautiful.
If anything to follow, if you want to follow something, yeah, wouldn't be your joy no matter what. Because
Awaken to joy.
why?
What do you
I
want
didn't
me to
even
say?
know, and it's funny we choose this name for the podcast, but I did not know that at the time dream meant joy
And bliss.
bliss.
Why wouldn't it?
Why wouldn't it?
Hey,
So every time you go on the other side, what you expect it to see?
bliss and joy.
Bliss and joy, isn't it?
Okay. So Arthur has said, I desire to make my living from my artwork and stop my current job. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. That's like the archetype of the creative being, isn't it? On some way, shape, or form, you want to be able to be paid just to exist and create and be in your natural form, right?
Yeah.
It's a beautiful desire to have.
It is.
And you got this.
Yes.
And
fellow artist here
Yeah.
anyway, so we know what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, and I see that for you. All right, that's beautiful.
A coherence handler.
Coherence handler. I
Good
love the
morning
name.
to you.
Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Yeah. Much love, Tasha. Okay, so Shah said, this is interesting, as over the years I've always dreamt about a massive house with an unreasonable amount of bathrooms.
Them houses, let me make a joke about this. Them houses, you got 20 bathroom and 7 bedroom.
Oh, I never understand. I never understand.
Who is
the
for?
bathroom
the extra
man.
bathrooms. Who are they for? Better get pets.
Do you know what? Do you know what it is? I know what it is. It's for couples who do not want to share their bathroom.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Or couples who sleep in the bathroom.
No.
Layer the bath.
No.
No, it's just
no,
no,
because
just
you know
making
there's
sure.
bathroom.
I can't.
You know there's
Nah.
bathroom etiquette, right?
Yeah.
Some people don't have the same bathroom etiquette. So just to bring more peace around, you just don't share a bathroom. You can have one bedroom with 2 connecting bathrooms.
Yeah.
A his and hers. Or a her and hers.
Yeah, but sometimes it's like stupid
or a
amount.
Z and Zems.
Like,
what we're saying is separate bathrooms.
Yeah, true.
I'm loving it. I'm loving the vision.
Yeah.
I'll still come in your bathroom. You know that.
I know.
I'm lawless.
My bathroom.
I'm in there.
My bathroom neat.
Are you trying to say my bathroom?
No.
Okay,
psychopath neat.
I know.
It's gonna be like.
This is true. All I know is my floors are gonna stay dry. That's what I know.
OCD neat.
Yeah. Do you know what was really good? We've been able to live harmoniously together because we have the same level of neatness.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Same elements.
All right. So John said, why can't you be okay, why can't you soul be direct in all times? LOL. Why can't you be with your soul in direct in all times?
You are. You just convince yourself you're not.
Yeah. And even then we call it soul, but you know, we've got all these names for it, but yeah. When you hear it and you feel it, it's that voice that doesn't go away. It's that pull that doesn't go away. It's that desire that won't fade over time or hardship. It's just still there. It's that.
So
yeah.
So
dreams can be our playground.
You're saying dreams can be our playground, absolutely.
Yeah.
And you also say as our subconscious becomes fully conscious, dreams will become totally new. in experiences.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. Look at
The
that
full
full circle.
circle. Yeah. No. Yeah. All right.
Thank you, Arthur.
Yes, it is his second language.
Yeah,
And
it
I keep
is.
on telling him, like, at the end of the day, like he says, oh, apologies, apologies. And I'm like, yo, bro, if you ask me to do a French version of this, we're gonna get beaucoup words that don't make beaucoup no sense,
No, no,
okay?
it's just
No, je black. But you know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah. I'll
My
just
French is not French in how your
yeah,
English
yeah,
is
yeah.
English in.
True. It's okay. It's all right.
Yeah.
Still Frenching, but yeah, I
Yeah, of
understand.
course. But it's your English is you're out
But
here doing etymologies. Who are you?
yeah, no, I'm actually very very interested about it.
You had a wonderful teacher. I mean, top freaking tier.
Hmm.
Mhm.
I know. I want her name. So, what's her name?
She was cute. That's all I
I
know.
know.
Ali.
You know when people go out with the teacher, you're like, yeah, I'm older than you know. Because will be another story. Anyways, let's move on. Why are you having me talking about these things?
Go
Just be
on,
serious.
focus,
All right.
man.
Okay. So now the shift as well, and then we'll move on to the other word. When you say I need to achieve my dream, and I find out basically what the alternative is. I am exploring what this dream is showing me. And I know you could think, well, do you mean when I sleep at night and then I have a dream? No, 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 I don't mean that. Literally, when you trying to achieve something and as your dream or you thinking that's going to bring you joy, it's an exploration. So basically, you're exploring what this exploration, if I can say that like that, means to you, is going to show you what's going to unfold from it. So you got to let go of the expectation, the outcome, but just be more in the exploration of it. And it's often why when you do that, you're more successful than someone who's trying to insist to really achieving the dreams and get the results. And I know results feels good, or we all can enjoy and feel a certain amount of joy through positive results. But the experience, the journey, and it's been documented many times before with people that have won everything, like you name it, gold, Olympic gold medal, uh, world championship, everything. They won everything, and then there is always this question: now what? So they do this, going into retirement, and then come back again. You've seen it, because the most important thing is the experience. The result is it's hardly anything. The result is what we're trying to materialize. The experience is what we're here for.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So Deanna said that your English is better than hers.
No, I wouldn't say that, but okay, I'll take it. I'll take it.
Okay.
Thank
And
you.
Arthur has said, I feel like I'm losing my mind. I don't have a community in my life. You do now. I
Yeah.
feel like I'm virtually alone, besides my visualization and meditations and this chat. That's what, listen, we out here. We got the same backstory, which is like, who am I going to chat to? This is literally the foundation at which this whole live was built on. We didn't have anyone else to chat to, and now we've found people to chat to
Yeah.
who are loving and welcoming and
We've got
wise and
yeah. And so sorry to cut you. We've got
No, go for it.
Discord as well. We are in the process of growing that Discord, get more people involved. There's a small fee, but that's because that's how you keep it clean.
$1.11.
It's yeah, £1.
Oh yeah, sorry.
111 basically is £1, but that actually it makes it to be about people that really want to be a part of it, and that's where you can have a dialogue and exchange, and we don't have to be here us personally. It's about the community and where we can all exchange, and if you have something to say, you can go there and meet a lot of people, and everyone is helpful there.
Yeah, very helpful. And then you don't have to put a time scale. So when something comes up in your life, you can just share it, and there'll usually be someone online to just share with you, just be there, bounce back. Very supportive and loving community.
Yes. So I'm seeing John. You know what, John? What was I thinking saying this? You say you guys say unnecessary amount of bathroom, but say that when you can't make it to a bathroom that is in your working life house,
Yes.
that is true. But I know that it's a safe place for you. You did say that.
Yeah.
So what might you say? It's too many.
Yeah, we're taking away his sanctuaries. What we're talking
What
about.
we're talking about, yeah.
And it's true. When you need that loo and you're like, listen, why is everyone on the bog right now? What are we saying?
Yeah, it's true.
And dreams can come true.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's the nuance. Dreams are already true. It's just ask for your validation. That's really what it comes down to. There's a timeline where you got to tune in, and then that's it. You've experienced that.
John's saying, "Speak from your heart, and it won't matter."
Yeah, 100%.
There's lots of people who are born in English and they don't.
Yeah,
they don't like. You don't give yourself enough credit when
right
you
to
are
right.
out here.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. Yeah, happy Father's Day again. Sending love to everyone who fathers.
Thank you. Yeah,
it's beautiful. The kids got Omondi a card this morning, and he's like saving it till after the live.
Listen, you know me, I'm savoring the flavor there. I'm just like, I love it.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, so I've got a few other ones. This dream means I am not where I should be.
That was a big one for me.
Yeah, so you could shift to I am becoming more aligned with the feeling behind this dream. So if you've got an experience you don't really enjoy, that's what you could shift to. And another one is if I don't pursue it, I am feeling it. You could shift to I can honor the vision without becoming attached to the outcome. I can honor the vision without becoming attached to the outcome. That's what you could shift to. And what I mean shift is not necessarily saying it, but understand it, and then embody it. Yeah.
Once that understanding is integrated into your mental body, because it's a lot of us holding beliefs that do not support us in our mental body is what blocks a lot of what people would say is manifestation coming out the way that we want to experience it, because we're locking those beliefs, those limiting beliefs, in to our mental body, and it's accessed via these shifts, isn't it?
Basically, yeah.
Well, that's a big shift. It's a good one.
We do. We are piecing some things together. We were saying that basically we're going to get that into an ebook, a digital book, because these are phrases you can use and reuse, and have time to embody these things.
Yeah.
So another part. Now I've got a question, and that's what will lead us to the other words. So basically, the question is this: if a dream can arrive from somewhere beyond the personal mind, the natural next question becomes, can a thought do the same? Relation between thoughts and dreams.
I don't believe so. I don't think your thoughts are all yours. Most of the time, it's just a stream you're tapped into. But dreams, they feel like they come from another place.
Do they though? When you get influenced, think about it. If you're that's what we're talking about, clearing your field, and you watch certain things, you end up to go to bed and have a dream about this thing, yeah, right?
Yeah.
So in a way, what the influences came from, right?
Yeah, but then and that's the difference. When that's what I was talking about, having discernment in your dreaming life, in your sleeping life, in your OBE life, whatever one you want to call it, when you're in a different state of consciousness, the sleeping state of consciousness, um that's how I'm able to discern what is prophetic, what is me experiencing someone else's uh dimensional space, when I'm dream walking, or when I am getting information about my own field, or when something is about me, or when something is alternatively about a desire I have.
But then think about it though, because look at the question: if a dream can arrive from somewhere beyond the personal mind, the natural next question must become, can a thought do the same? Is it the same thing? Is it where the creation of this dream and the potential of this dream is coming from? What if it's the same place? A field of creation that is there and has this its different influence, and you can manipulate to your own benefit. It doesn't have to hurt anyone. It's just like you can.
Do you know
The,
what?
yeah.
I get what the question is, but I'm going to explain how I differentiate between them. Because when you do readings for people, or when you have downloads, or when you start to channel some of your message or channel art,
Yes.
there's a state, there's a flow state, and then there's a state where your thoughts or mental starts to get involved,
Yeah, I've noticed
and
that.
you
Yeah.
feel the difference. It's like a different texture of where it's coming from. It's hard for me to put my finger on it, but it doesn't feel the same. So you be drawing and just be drawing, right? And you're in
Yeah.
flow state. Or you also you be writing a song and you just it writes itself.
That's
And
right.
then there comes a time where you have a thought, and usually that thought is based in something that's got to do with trying to um manage it in some way, manage the dream, some sort of form of management. And it's usually something negative, like a doubt form,
Well, this is interesting. You point
or
out.
shadow, some sort of shadow of a doubt,
Well,
like
think,
to what you're to the process.
but think about it. You've got dreams.
Mm.
You got thoughts, thought form, whatever you want to call it. I like to call them creation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my reflection on this is all creation. It's all part of the same field and potential.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have the mind that's like act like a filter and interpret it depending of its settings,
Mm-hmm.
its parameters, and how meaning how you've been programmed.
Mm-hmm.
So and it filters through these thoughts whether you decide how you decide to take it emotionally and stuff like that.
Okay.
But the potentiality of it, it seems to me that it is from the same place. Whether it belongs to you or not is almost irrelevant. It's where it comes from, the source of it, where it is, what's going on. Is it like an outer space where everything is floating around?
I'd say it does come from the field of all that is, what people would say is the, what, I don't know, akashic field. You can have many names for it, but
Universal.
it's in the
Yeah.
ethers,
Yeah.
yeah?
Is
Say it's
ethos.
in
Yeah.
the ethers,
Yeah.
yeah? But the difference between me feeling into whether or not it's going to serve me, or whether or not it's from my higher self, or something that's something to, whether or not it's my business, okay? It feels different coming in.
Of course, but that's now you have a choice, right? That's the whole point of this whole free will. So this information comes in. Let's say you process it as data only. Let's say it comes in,
Mm.
and then depending of your beliefs or your belief system or whatever beliefs you hang on to, you're then going to process it differently. I can get the same information, but I'll process it in that way, or I perceive it that way, and you perceive it another way.
Mm.
And whatever reaction that happened in my body, or you could be someone that's like you, very intuitive. You're going to be like, okay, let me feel what this is. So then have this inner mechanism of discernment, and it kicks in and be like, that's just not of truth. Because when it's true, I know how it feels, right?
And it feels more
Yeah.
blissful.
More blissful. Doesn't mean the information is relevant or not, or it's true or not, or it is of quality or not. It's like something floating around, and you give it the power, you give it the value, you give it the or not.
Mm. You light it
But
up.
right. So if that is true, then it comes from the same place
The thing is with
or similar
dreams,
place.
they feel like they come already lit.
Okay. if I wanted
You see
to
what I'm
communicate, think
saying?
about it. If I wanted to communicate, I'm a guide. I'm on the other side, and I've experienced some things as being a guide
Mm.
on the other side
Yes.
to help someone experience, understand that they died, they passed, they crossed over.
Mm-hmm.
I
Sorry, my,
I
my
can.
my leg is
It's
she
like
trying to drink right now. That's the
like,
backstory to the fidgeting, guys. So just
so
keep that in mind.
no one noticed. Now you gave it value. Uh, what I'm trying to say is this, yeah, is that I want to communicate with you, and it's not far fetched. You've seen how guides communicate through our reality in different ways. Use things around. You use whatever is available around in order to communicate.
Mm,
You regulate your frequency. You're trying to match frequencies in order to provide a message.
mm,
Perhaps it is what. So if I want to communicate through you through dreams, I will match up what's in your field of understanding and influence in order to get through to you. Hence why taking out judgment helps you understand the messages that are sent to you. But yet it's like it comes back to what Sasha was describing. Any realities, whether you in a dream state or in this current reality, is texture
yes.
that are used up.
That's why I
And
said it feels different.
yeah,
That's how I know the difference.
but the information in itself, like it's like if a clothes might have different type of fabrics, but it's still fabrics.
And it still can make clothes
It
sometimes.
can say, yeah.
It can still serve a purpose.
So that's why.
Yeah.
So let's move on to the thoughts. You just you can
Yep,
address
keep
a
on
few of these
going.
comments if you want. So I'm going to read the first thing, etymology about thought, rooted in contemplating, perceiving, and mentally examining. Thought was never framed as its origin as private property. It was an act of the mind, not a possession of it. In Old English, apparently, is thought, but written th or ht. The core sense of it is thinking, consideration, reflection.
Mm,
The distortion of it, it's every thought is true, every thought belongs to me, which is what you said, like
yeah.
not identifying yourself to your thoughts. Every thought deserves my attention, leads to over identification,
Mm.
mental overwhelm, emotional reactivity. So I'll stop here if you want to address few. I saw this.
Yeah. So hi Eno. We're welcoming
Hi,
a couple
Eno.
more people onto the chat. Eno, a little flame as well. So hiya. So Little Flame has said, I've been really hit with the importance of community lately, how much momentum you gain by supporting people who are already there, so to speak, versus how much you lose trying to talk to people that aren't ready. And I say this as a professional lurker, a connoisseur, okay, of location. Okay. So yeah, that's
Yeah.
part of clearing your field. And a lot of that is where we get that buildup of resistance. But when I tell you that being around people who aren't ready yet, they don't want to, but they have their wishes and their prayers, and they're not always in alignment with your lifestyle or your life or your thoughts or your thought processes. That in itself builds up a whole entire field for you. And when you stay too much around that or delve into that or dabble with that energy, it can cause a lot of resistance to certain things flowing within your energy body and within your waking life as well. That's where we call blockages and all of that stuff. A lot of it is, these are the things that are in your field. So surrounding yourself with people who are on the same process as you or in the same, have the same, a similar journey, even though this journey has a wide spectrum, you can start to decide and differentiate what part of the frequency you want to resonate with a little bit more than one that is in total opposition to you. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
There's a truth there. And Arthur, you want to read one?
Yeah, Arthur, you're saying that my nightmares have come true, but my delightful dreams have not. I try to attach stronger emotions to the things I desire than the things I don't. But my nightmares keep coming instead of my desires.
That's that. I'm gonna say straight up, that's the embodiment piece. I think we spoke about this yesterday, where we were talking about the spider situation.
Yeah.
Did we talk about the spider
Uh,
situation yesterday?
did we?
Maybe, maybe not. But
Mm.
nightmares that you have, when you wake up from a nightmare, often we wake up from a nightmare and it's because we're waking up in a cold sweat. It's done something to our energy body. We like feel it on a visceral level. And sometimes when you have that, it can go with you. It can walk with you all day. You think about it like it's like you recreate that trauma, and how often we are now programmed to tune more into trauma than we are the peaceful moments. A little attunement you may want to pick out is the times that you have a blissful dream or a restful sleep, even if you can't recall exactly what happened. If you wake up and your body is in peace, and your vessel feels loose and more free and more flexible and without any of that trauma, sit with yourself and feel into what that feels like, and hold that and revisit that. When you start to revisit those things as much as you would revisit a nightmare for the day, so even as you daydream back to that moment where your vessel feels like, you know what, I'm so well rested. I had a wonderful, I don't remember, but I know it was a good time. That's when you can start having these things outweigh, because this is all universal law. This is all the balance, the order. And you just have to tip the scale. All of these things about energy don't need you tomorrow and don't need you yesterday. They need you in the now. The now is the most important point of creation. So if you spend more time in the now, thinking about nightmares, holding that in your mental body, in your energy body, than you do the bliss, that's how these things materialize
I'd like to
themselves.
address two things real quick. Not going to be too long, but for the if you go back quickly. So for Little Flame, I'm going to say one thing. Yeah, that's from my own experience. What I've realized about people feeling that they're not ready, people already. That's the okay. People already, and I tell you why. Before we came here, us all knew what's going to happen. We choose exactly how the unfolding of that's going to happen. And as much as it's jarring sometimes because you're like, why don't you say this? Like, I mean, come on, it's obvious. And trust me, I've gone through that stage. And I realized, no, they're all ready for what they plan for themselves. It's just that we have to withdraw judgment from it and see it as them being better off. It doesn't matter if someone stays asleep, but they're okay. They're fine with it. They're in alignment with what they choose. So if you choose something, you make sure you remain in alignment. And perhaps it's not in alignment for you to keep on convincing the non-convincible, because they're not on the same frequency or timeline. They haven't chosen the same timeline. And maybe you're quantum jumping from timeline to timeline doing that, ending up in timelines that aren't even a match to you or in alignment with you. So this is another thing I have noticed. I was like, oh, this is how powerful we are. We can literally jump timeline. We just don't realize it because we don't validate it as such. But this is what's taking place.
Yeah.
And it's the understanding that before we came here, on a soul level, we have chosen this life. There's a reason why some people won't wake up now, and we just have to accept it and withdraw judgment from it as being, and it doesn't have to be strong judgment, as just being like, why don't you see? You should be seeing it. Saying to someone you should be seeing what I see is a judgment in itself, because you're only saying it because you think that is the better version for them. And I've been there, and I was like, you know what? I need to let go of that. And for different aspects of my life, I've been there. Now I'm going to go on to Arthur. Nightmares, they don't exist. It's just those are names we use to describe a state of consciousness. So
That we don't prefer.
So the realm one here in this construct I like to describe it as it's the realm of uh, interpretation. You see something, you decide how you're going to interpret it. That's exactly how it works. You have a choice to decide how you interpret it. See, if you interpret an experience you don't align with as a nightmare, then it becomes so. So if you stop seeing it as a nightmare, it's like there is a great power, not in denial, but just not giving value or power to the things you don't like or align with at all. That's why you see some people, if they don't like something, they're never going to talk about it. They're going to stay away from that. They're not going to keep on feeding it. And that it's the basis of this whole realm one, game of interpretation. You see something, you interpret it. And depending on your interpretation, there you have a reality.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Observer mode is helpful in those moments.
Very much so.
And like you said with the dream, you see, what is this experience trying to show me?
Yes.
So at least you leave with something more than trauma. You leave with information. There's some information there that's for you. That's why you witnessed it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So John jumped in there.
Arthur,
some nice, beautiful words for Arthur.
Yeah, this what he says. Yeah.
Yep. See, this is what I'm talking about. We out here. This.
Yeah.
My favorite chat on the Tinternet. That's all I'm about to say. Okay. Thanks, John. Thank you. So John said, what is your guys' best advice for dealing with fear, with a fear you can't let go of? It's a one-man band there. You've decided you can't let go of it. And as much as it's painful to say, what do you mean I've decided? The question is, how I'm going to put it in my own terms. When I'm faced with a fear that I feel I can't let go of, I ask myself the question, how is me hanging on to this benefiting me right now? Because let's face it, we do what's most comfortable or beneficial. So there's something here I'm holding on to because it's more comforting than the idea of letting go. What is it?
Yeah.
What is it? And it sounds like an oxymoron, but we're doing it anyway, aren't we? When we keep on replaying, why am I seeing? It's like, and I've heard this analogy before, and I thought it was great. I forgot who made it up, but I'm going to share it with you guys. It's like when you go to a food buffet and there's food that you don't eat, right? And instead of just moving on from the thing that you don't eat, you keep on pointing it at it and telling everyone, oh, look, I don't eat fish heads. Fish heads are disgusting. Oh my gosh, you put 2 on your plate. Oh my Lord, can you smell them? They smell horrible. Oh my, this is disgusting. Everyone who goes past has to hear about this fish head and how disgusting it is as you put more on your plate. And then it's like this, everything else that you like is there at the buffet, but you stay there with the thing you don't like and you keep on putting it on your plate when you don't even have to put it on your plate. And even if you put it on your plate once, tried it, didn't like it, well, I don't like that. You don't come past the buffet again and have this big song and dance about it. You simply pick what you like, put that on your plate instead, and move along and enjoy your meal. That's what I'd liken it to. So there's something about that interaction and you reliving it that is serving you as to why you're not letting go yet. And it's a hard pill to face up to sometimes because you've got to ask yourself that question, what about this is serving me? This is serving me because if I'm scared, then it makes me feel that I can be rescued by someone. And because when I was young, I wasn't rescued by someone. If that's your story, this is a random story. You see what I'm saying? There's thousands of stories we tell ourselves. What about that story and us hanging on to that fear is serving us?
Yeah. Can I add something to this?
Go for it.
I wanted to rectify something I was saying. Yeah, the thing I usually say, round one is the realm of perception and interpretation. So you get a signal, you perceive it. Now you have a choice. It's how you're going to interpret it. And depending on how you interpret it, more of that signal will come or not. That's just all that is. So what it is, you're the machine that interpret that signal. So whatever systems that's in that machine, belief system, in your nervous system, stored in your nervous system, these are the things you got to look at when you keep on interpreting something as such, and it's reoccurring and it comes again and again and again. Ask yourself, okay, what keeps on perceiving this that way?
Mm,
What is it that makes me see it that way? And that is where you deconstruct or reconstruct, whatever you
yeah.
want to put it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can, like Deanna's saying, release it to Mother Gaia, release it
Yeah.
to Source.
Yeah.
Source will transmute it all. Like, that's it. Just release it.
100%.
Let it go. Blessed, he's another community member. And please send well wishes to him right now. He's I think he got injured doing something, so
Yeah.
we well wishes. Send it to Source.
Yes.
It's not yours to deal with.
And Diana says something very relevant as far as the nervous system. Yeah, calm your nervous system, Arthur. There are many simple, quick exercises you can find on YouTube. Yeah, that can help.
Yeah, definitely. Such wisdom in the chats. Hi, MJ.
Hi, MJ.
All right.
Good morning to you.
Yeah.
Thank you, John.
Thank you, John. So John said, it took me asking if this was even my fear, or was this someone else just dumping the load, so to speak, on the next person? Could be your last iteration, your soul family, friends, society, etc. A lot of the time it is. It's the people who you're close to, it's the people who you know who will do this or who can.
Well, for that, I would recommend, and I think you bought it as well, John, Shem's book, The Pillars, that actually helps you understand the society, if you want to call it the society, but what's going on in this reality. So, who explains the way we interact with the different pillars of this reality for medication, religion, etc., and so on. I'm not going to say all of them, but
and the relationships we have with them, and us over attaching ourselves to the idea of who we are or who we are supposed to be for someone else. A lot of these fears aren't even yours to begin with. There's someone else's that you've adopted.
Fear is only a reaction. It don't belong to anyone. You react in fear or not. You decide this is how you interpret whatever's going on. And that's what comes out of it.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, it comes up through your body and your adrenaline system and so on.
Yeah.
So these are the things to watch out for.
Yeah. Loretta, yep, she said, I see you well, Bless. So, Bless, if you're listening, we all see you well. We see you well.
Yes.
Hi,
Loretta.
Do you want to keep on going?
Yeah, I'm going to keep on going. So I'm going to make it short because I want to cover thought 4 real quick as well. It's related to thoughts. So it's like 1-2 words. But anyway, I'm going to read something real quick. So a thought can be a mental event, an interpretation, a possibility, or a signal. Not automatically a fact and not automatically mine in the possessive sense. The shared field of creation, does every thought originates solely from the individual, or does consciousness participate in a larger field of information, memory, culture, and collective influence, a quantum field of creations, as I like to call it? We are all immersed in that field rather than each privately authoring. So this idea that we all are solo. No, so when you feel alone, in a way, you never are. So whether approach through psychology, system theory, spirituality, or collective consciousness, the same observations we can see not every thought requires ownership, action, or belief. That's just the facts. That's not, well, I'm not going to say it's just the fact because, of course, I'm going to retract that simply because I want to leave the space for people to feel that that might not be true. However, from my own experience, that's what I've noticed. That's become my facts, where I've like, yeah, that's just what it is for me. And every time I was checking the way I process my thoughts and I identify myself to it, I felt freer, like a weight lifting off my shoulder because I didn't become my thoughts. I was like, oh. And as I did that, some of the thought I didn't want to have started going away on its own. But the more you keep on, it's like the nightmares. The more you think about it, the more you get them. That's just the way it is.
Okay.
So yeah. So a little shift real quick. I am my thoughts. So you could shift as I am aware of my thoughts. And again, like I said, if people want to do it differently, they're free to do so, of course. This thought is true because I had it. You could shift as I can observe these thoughts without identifying with it. And then another one, every thought demands a response. You could say I can choose which thoughts I nourish. So what I mean, because you won't necessarily say every thought demand a response, but it's finding yourself responding to every thought. That would be the time when you could say, I can choose which thoughts I nourish. And you do that. That's where you can literally take that moment. Because, like I said, again, it's not verbatim. You're not going to say word for word what I'm saying, but I'm just saying you might find yourself in these situations. And that would be the time where you decide, okay, I'm going to empower myself with what I've learned, which means I have the power to choose for myself. Yeah. So I'm going to go on to thoughtful. So knowing what thoughts is, there is definitely some things that I've questioned about the being thoughtful. When people say, "Oh, you're so thoughtful," yeah. So if thought itself isn't always ours, what does it mean to be thoughtful? Is it full of thoughts? In a is it in a healthy way we're saying it, or an anxious way? So what I mean by that, it's because I had to sit with it for a minute, and I was like, okay, so when you say oh, I'm going to be thoughtful, or that person is thoughtful, or they're doing it because they perceived of not being thoughtful, being not caring first. So the only reason they're being thoughtful is because they identify themselves of the idea of not doing something for someone is bad first, and then they become what they call thoughtful. They decide this is what I'm going to do now. I'm going to be thoughtful.
I think the word thoughtful has been used in a way to describe somebody who uses their initiative when it comes to expressing their care for somebody.
Right. Because originally, so the reflection of thoughtful is this: it's consideration, it's attentiveness, right? It's a quality of presence, but it's not a quantity of mental activity. And what I have noticed, being thoughtful often is generated by a quantity of mental activity, a forced quantity of mental activity in order to feel worthy, or to feel that we love someone enough or we care about them enough. So we're going to try to stimulate ourselves mentally to become thoughtful. You know? So
I feel every time you do these, I'm shocked because I'm like, how much distortion is it that we're under?
no, completely a lot.
And I'm like, I know the answer to that, which is, yeah, that's another episode.
So real quick, just to finish up, basically, the distortion behind thoughtful collapsed into worried, preoccupied, anxious. mistaking constant mental occupation for care, and believing more worrying proves more loving. And that's why I wanted to point it out, because it's all related to thoughts and the idea of owning, identifying yourself to thoughts. What would you call it? What would we call something thoughtful then? So the central nuance of that is the idea of being thoughtful behind all these words, and how you dream and how you feel about yourself, and how you see yourself being a loving being or not a loving being, although by the core base of you just be is loving. We're just led to believe that we're not, therefore we have to prove we are by being thoughtful and do all these kind of actions. So genuine kindness and care, or is it worrying enough about someone to be mistaken for care?
This is the fine line between becoming somebody who has a codependent relationship.
Absolutely, because
and that was something that I don't know, around, I guess, year 15, 16, we were like, oh, we got to unpack that, because
we're going to unpack that, exactly.
I don't know, we ain't going to make it through if we keep that around in here.
And then there's about your children and how you even act with your children. It changed everything. When you start diving into this concept, you realize, oh, hold on. But that's all fueled with the language and words and the understanding of it. So they can look identical from the outside and feel entirely different from the inside.
You know what comes up? I care a lot.
Yeah.
The movie, I Care a Lot. If you know, you know. Plot twist, she doesn't. Okay. It's been out there.
So I'm going to finish up with just 2 sentences, and then you can start the reading of the pillar. So thoughtfulness is not the quantity of thought, it may be the quality of attention. True thoughtfulness often shows up a presence, consideration, and conscious care rather than noisy rather than noise or worry. The thoughtful person is not always thinking more. They may simply be paying closer attention, which is a felt sense distinction between the two, basically. So there's a difference between care in the sense of I genuinely care and I thought about you. So you, let's say you offer a gift to someone. You don't wait, they're not so well to do so, or you perceive them are not so well randomly. And this brings us to the idea of Father's Day, birthdays, Christmas, all of these events that we have a chance to shift in the understanding of it and what we're doing it, and perhaps maybe doing it many times during the year.
Expand beyond
it and not seeing it just about, well, we have to show Dada how much we care, or Mom how much we care. Because if we don't do it that day, then maybe we're not so loving, which has nothing to do with it.
It's a little bit like the concept of, and this is what when I was little, I was perceiving and calling people out for, which is why the church didn't want me back when I was a little girl. They were like, you know what? You know what? You may want to stay in the kitchen, go to the canteen, go on.
You're asking too many questions.
Go on, make the sandwich. Yeah. Because I used to be like, yeah, but I saw her at the school on Tuesday and she was swearing and doing all sorts with the teacher. She put hands on Miss Patel, and all I'm saying is she here on Sunday talking a whole load of turn the other cheek. I'm not getting the continuity here. It goes in both ways for me. It's like, okay, you love on your family, you appreciate the fathers and the mothers and whoever's fathering or mothering, or you show love like a Valentine's Day, you show love to your partner, you do something special. Is that our only permission slip to extend that amount of love and appreciation to them? Not that you can't do the day, but can we do other days as well? Like I keep on declaring, this is my birthday month as well. Craig got the same birthday month, whoever it is. And we're doing it big because why? Because you can, because happy incarnation, right? As Tom was saying. Why wait for a certain day that you're given permission to extend your love or to extend your appreciation to those who you care about?
And I think as well, it's a slight distinction between the two aspects we just described here. And it's a chance as well. I mean, first, don't think about how you are with other people yet. Think about yourself, how you're being thoughtful to yourself. What is it from? Is it because you're scared of being sick? Is it because you're scared of someone telling you, well, you know what, mom, you never looked after yourself? And at the end of the day, is it that reason why you're doing it? Or is it truly, truly because you're being thoughtful to yourself? And thoughtful in the sense that it is not you identifying yourself with the good and bad of it. Is it a good thought, a bad thought, a good way to care, or not so bad way to care? It doesn't matter. How does it feel to you? And then you can expand that to others.
All right.
So
Look, it's this is not it. So
it's not.
I'm move on to collective reading.
Okay.
Okay, that's what's gonna happen today.
Okay.
I'm moving on. All right. Let me get out this. This. Okay, guys, this is a segment where I'm going to be doing collective reading. I was going to read from the pillars, but it's not going to happen today. So I think though luckily this was everything. So
thank you.
well done, babe.
Well, we'll have to do.
I love when you go off and do your research, and I love the fact that you don't tell me and then you surprise me simultaneously on the show.
No, because I love your reaction. That's why. No, I truly do. I mean, I love the way you react to things, and you have your own way to see it as well. So that can, as opposed to, already think about,
Well,
yeah,
like
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
just as
yeah,
surprised
this
at
is,
the chat. I'm like, oh, dream.
That's what it's for.
I love it.
Yeah.
All right.
So I'm saying quickly, I've been thinking about this for years, MJ said. And then John saying, Shem, it's never to actually celebrate anything. It gives them a chance to reset in the background while work slows down. Yeah.
All right. See you, Arthur.
Arthur, see y'all.
Okay. All right. I'm going to be picking 2 cards. It's card number 1 or card number 2 from this crystals. And I'll be doing a reading on both. I'll be using it in conjunction with my new homemade Snoopy deck, which has been fire as of recently. All right. Okay. All the best, Arthur.
All the best. Yeah. So I'll just quickly check while you're doing
What are we saying today?
So
there's some in here. All right, fine.
Crystals.
All right. Crystals 1 and crystal number 2. Okay. This first one here. And the next one. If anyone does want to catch up on the pillars or any teachings that I do there, every Friday, a new part of the book is read out by me on my channel. I am Shamel. You can go over there and catch that. And right now I'm going to get into it. So I'm picking from 2 crystals, and thank you. If they both resonate with you, then you pick both, and if one, then one, and if none, then none. All right. Okay. I've never seen that one before. Crystal number 1 is Lepidolite. Lepidolite? All right.
Oh, Lepidolite. That's a nice one.
This one, Lepidolite. And the second is Sodalite. Sodalite. So that's going to be card number 2. So card number 1 and card number 2. All right. Thank you. All right. Definitely going to need this. 3 cards from here. Sure. I will be doing some channeled messages on my channel this week. I've had quite a bit come through. And they've been different. Crown chakra's definitely been having some activations going on, so that's been great. Not painful though, which is really just a lot of feeling like, buzzing and itching, but nothing egregious for sure. Thank you. Wow, lots of swords. This is lots of okay. Anything else? Thank you. Moving forward. All right. Wow. So, what have we got here? This is for card number 1. So, for the Lepidolite, we have the crystal for overcoming dependency. That's what that is. The crystal for overcoming dependency. In your body, it stabilizes the immune system, nervous system, muscular and female reproductive systems, and a DNA level as well. And for spirit, it facilitates spiritual journeying and aids access to the Akashic records, if that's something that you're into. The universal field of everything, the records of everything, the Akashic records. So if you're in meditation and that's something you're into tapping into, this could help with that. Now, the 2 first cards that fell out was the 3 of Swords and the 10 of Swords. So it seems like for card number 1, there was much anguish going on. There was much anguish and healing of the heart space, but that has come to an end. It's like there's no, and there's no more F's to give. There's no more swords in the back to be had. It's like knives were out and it's complete. Like if the fight happened, or if some sort of anguish happened, it's to full capacity. And now moving forward, things will only get better. If you see that this guy here, this person here, they're looking forward and ahead, the blackness suddenly lifts, the dark suddenly lifts, and in the distance, there is some remnants of ease here coming. But then that was also met by the world and the magician in reverse, which is a lack of being able to start again and a lack of being able to ground down that which it is that you are asking for, that you are asking this blessing to come in, and this inability to, or this feeling of inability to start again or being able to. So what you don't see coming, I need to know, because in that I'm feeling like that's not even a thought process of your own. I feel like that's just trauma from all of these swords, all of these mental swords, all of these beliefs. And if you've noticed, this guy did not stick all of these swords in his own back. These are other people's thoughts, other people's swords. Okay. Feeling yourself alive again. That is what is coming. Through this, you will be able to manifest, and it feels like it is the end. And I know it feels like it's not, but that was part of what that mental cloud did for you. It made you feel like things were an impossibility and a new beginning was impossible. But what Spirit's saying here is you will be back to feeling yourself again. You will be back to feeling alive again.
MJ say, I literally just released the last knife out of my back last week. Oh my God.
Yeah. And I've got here, what came up here is smothering. I am not your pet. So there was that energy. Like I said, these These swords were not put in your back by yourself. These are other people doing that. Whether you allowed it, consensual or not, it happened. It was a thing.
Yeah.
What else does Spirit want you to know right now?
Shasin, I resonate with this reading highly.
Okay. It's wonderful. Stand up for what you've built. You stand out. Call in your power. You seeing that? You call in your power right now. That's how you get to that 4. That's how you get back your stability, or that form of your mental stability. A lot of the time we adopt these things to be ours when they never belong to us. They were like this parting gift sometimes that people leave with you. Living in someone else's mind rent-free is a real thing out here. Okay?
Yeah.
So long, I'm gone. So long, I'm gone. Whatever this energy is, you are closing it out. It's like the energy would have you believe you cannot manifest that new beginning for yourself. But what you are saying and what your team is saying,
John saying you're talking to me or the group?
I'm talking to this collective period. Whoever's this card number 1, this is clear as day. Stand up for what you have built. You stand out. Call in your power. So long, I'm gone. They are making themselves loud and clear. What you'd been through was a form of smothering, was a form of I am not your pet. That's what you had to stand up and say. This, you see this squeezing until you couldn't see straight, until your perspective was skewed, until you lived in the upside down in some cases. And then I'm seeing here, this is what's ahead. This is what's ahead. Les vacances, the holiday, time to chill, soak in the good news, VIP access, the spotlight is on you. There's something here that this collective is building up for themselves, the ability to stand again, walk again, go their own way again. And you are supposed to revel in this. And you are being shown something right now about what path to take, but you are supposed to chill out in this moment. You've been through a lot. You need to rest. You need to rest this one out. And whether that is you taking an actual holiday or time to just chill, this is going to be part of that moving forward and that new part of the alchemy that you have believed was not yours, but always was. Like I said, the magician and the world coming in the upside down, but then this smothering energy coming in the upside down, that's where they had you, in the upside down. This does not belong to you. It never was yours. I'm going to pull one more card, see if any parting messages.
The last 2 weeks, a lot of this for me. That's for Diana. Okay. She released yesterday at this time, actually.
All right.
She did an all ritual, and John saying, I literally have a full 5 day off of work coming up with no kids.
Move in silence. Breeze through. Zen mode. It's definitely going to be chill out. You are asked to really take some time. Take some time for you. This is where you time is needed.
This is on point.
All right.
Because John's taking day off.
Well, there we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's going to fast for 5 to 7 days if anyone wants to do that with him.
I might meet you at 2.
MJ say that she thinks she'll join him.
When are you starting? We'll see on Discord. Put it on Discord when you're starting, and then I'll do that too. I ain't doing 7 now, I'll tell you right now. Okay?
You doing 5?
I'll tell you live, not happening with 7.
You doing 5?
I'm gonna try for 4. I know I could nail 3, but I'll try for 4. Okay.
Tasha saying that I love this reading. Thank you.
Okay. Wonderful. I'm happy it resonated for anyone who needed to hear that. Whoever your spirit team is, they don't play about you. They need to get you up and out of there, whatever it was. And it definitely is something that had you in the upside down. Okay, look.
Shah saying thank you, Shem.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, wow. All right. You weren't safe there. This is why whatever this is, they got you up out of there because You weren't safe there. And again, with this smothering energy, you didn't feel safe, and you didn't feel sound. You didn't feel held. And trophy love stuck on you. Yeah, it was like more trophy love going on there, energy, and that the spirit was like, we're not having this for you. That's not what we're doing this time around. So you had to exit stage left. And then I'm seeing the lyrics to your favorite song. They want you to sing it to yourself. There's something specifically to do with the lyrics of someone's favorite song that they're to sing to themselves. I don't know what your favorite songs are, guys, so that's between you and your peeps. All right, I'm going to move on to card number 2. All right, card number 1, all the best. Refresh. Sorry, I'm supposed to sit here for a bit. Recommendation. All right. Mental integration. So this is card number 2, Sodalite. It's the card of mental integration, logic with intuition, vibration high. For the body, we're getting lymphatic, immune and digestive systems. We're getting metabolism, and we are getting internal organs, throat. And I noticed that this week, a lot of us have been going through feelings of throat activation. We were speaking about this yesterday in the chat, throat activations, or even if you have feel like there's sore throats, or you're getting any form of ailments as far as your throat is concerned. These are also activations for that part, or you just freeing that blockage. And I know that that's why the lymphatic glands are coming up here, because if you don't know how to do a lymphatic gland drain, you can do it yourself very easily. There is actually, I'll put it on Discord, a few people on YouTube who are doctors who are there showing you just how to do it at home for yourself. And this is really important for blockages like that, energetically in your energy body, to get those things moving. And a lot of these times mentally, these are the blockages that are knowingly and unknowingly we consent to put in our energy body, or in our mental bodies. So for spirit, it stimulates the third eye and deepens meditative states. So that's Sodalite. All right. Okay, we're going for these 2. Thank you. Nope. All right, keep going. Wow, guys, I'm fearful because I'm like, why does this sound like a reading for me? I'm not. Can I just sit this one out, spirit? Because boy. Okay, cool. Nothing to see here. Okay, cool. Thank you. No, that's too much. I'm not doing that. It's part of the story. Fine. It's part of the backstory.
Yeah, you're going to pick and choose what's dropping.
I don't like it when they throw out how many cards. So I tell them, listen, my guides are not above me. They are right by my side. So I chat to them how I chat to a bridging. If you give me too much, bro, what are you doing?
Bro, yeah, I know. I understand.
Okay, so what we're getting here. Thank you. Okay, wow. This is we're getting the magician. We're getting the magician in the upright and the world in the upright, but we're also getting the 8. Yes, the 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. All right. And I don't know why I've been guided to use these cards, and I guess I'll find out afterwards. But oh yeah, YouTube don't like titties, but whatever. Whatever.
It's the cards. Those are fake ones.
This here is about you. This here is about you manifesting something, but not through hard work. And that being your new beginning. That's what this is. That's what this is. And that's the new thing that your team is asking you to consider integrating into your new horizon. I'm hearing horizon. So it's something that is a possible path for you now. This opened up since this shift. The ability to be able to manifest without working hard to do so, without starting something new, without it having to be done through struggle and hard work. This is what you're asking for. You're asking for no more hard work, no more toil and struggle and hardship, and I'm hearing waiting for some of you, waiting for things to come through, slow to come, all of this business. You want to manifest doing that and a new beginning like that, quick, fast, and in a hurry. You want things to be a little bit more instantaneous. And what I'm hearing is you've done the work in order to do so. Okay, this is with, okay, fine. Yeah, my bad. Kings of Cup. You've done the work for this. The stabilizing of your waters have been done for this. So whether a lot of you have been doing a lot of breath work, a lot of work on your emotional bodies, whether you've been doing a lot of work in stabilizing your emotions, healing old traumas, going over every time that you've had trigger warnings and just being loving with yourself, looking into them instead of shying away from them, having moments where you see a reflection of yourself that you may not align with anymore, and instead of hating it, you send it love. And you say, okay, you live here now. You've put everything back in its place emotionally. So your guides are saying, yeah, so you're ready for this. All right. Yeah, and you won't hear any different. There will not be any talking around this. Yeah. So I'm getting the King of Swords in reverse and the Page of Swords in reverse. There will not be going any back and forth. Oh, wow. Okay. You don't want any back and forth about this. You're not going to compromise on this one. This is one of those manifestations or realities now that you're not going to go back and forth with anybody. This is not up for discussion, I'm hearing. And the more you've discussed it in the past with people, the more you've been told that was where that resistance was, the more you've been told that it was like unrealistic of you or whatever. You're not going back and forth with anyone around this. And that's where thank you, the King of Pentacles and then the Eight of Swords have come out. You're standing on business, and everybody else can just stay in whatever illusion they think that they want. You are in a place where you can lovingly allow them to stay there. You know that is theirs and theirs only. It doesn't belong to you. If they just took their blindfolds off, they would see that they're free to walk forward. And they would see how much help there is around them. I mean, look, she could leave. She's stuck. She needs to be cut free. She's surrounded by swords. You have everything you need to succeed in your field. And you chose to not tap in or listen to whoever this loud energy was. There's a lot of loud energy coming from a place of somebody who's yippity yapping.
Yippity yapping.
They're just somebody who talks recklessly, and then somebody who talks like they are in not the full knowing, the full knowledge, but they don't know nothing about you or your desires. And they do a lot of talking, but they don't do a lot of listening. And you're like, I'm going to leave that for them. I don't have to stay stuck in the mud. I don't have to stay stuck in the illusion. This is where you're at. 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. Energy. And it's not masculine, feminine. It's you have handled this. You're standing on business right now. Emotionally and materialistically, it's whatever your desire is being able to be materialized right here and now, and it's not a hardship for you anymore. It's no longer a hardship for you anymore. You are able to command new beginnings into your life with ease. Oh, that was a lot.
So MJ saying that I am feeling those cards were a balance, and I called it in. So Tasha, you're saying about the Discord. Yeah, the Discord, you go on www.dos888.com. This is our website. The link is in the description. You can go straight there, and basically the membership for the Discord is £1. It's 111 basically. So it's £1. You can join through the membership if you so wish to. There's another one that is 444, but that's up to you. Which one you want to join on that?
Okay, I'm going to just take some last messages from your guides or guidance. Yeah, you're not operating on a whole nother program right now. So the first one that popped out is, alive again, feeling yourself. This is popping out. This is wonderful how you are coming in different ways, but to the same conclusion. For this reading, you'll have done different work in different areas is what I'm seeing, but it's all coming and leading back to you following that inner guidance. And it's such a beautiful thing to actually see that your guides are seeing this, and your people are seeing this, your spirit team, your galactic family, whatever it is you resonate with, are seeing this, and this is not missed. This is not lost on them at all. You're being applauded for this. They love to see you in your full king mode. They love this for you, and you're feeling yourself again. You are feeling alive again. This is coming for you. Vacances again. What are we saying? Time to chill.
Time to chill.
Soak in the good news. This is something to definitely celebrate in VIP access. This is something that the spotlight is on you. Yeah. This is something you've been shown, went for, and now you can sit in. There's thrones all over the place. And what have we got here? Yeah. All right. Why are we getting this again? Okay. You were smothered too. Smothering energy again. And again, move in silence. You see, I shuffled. Look, I ain't got nothing else to say. They're saying the same thing. This is why we're all like one part of the same, a big, vast tribe of souls who've decided to come in. Because we go through the same things from different angles, but it all leads back to that inner voice, that level of sovereignty that is coming through, realizing where you have to stand in this life for yourself. So yeah, you know that you have to move in silence. You know that you can't have whoever this energy was, talking way too much, way too recklessly. It was smothering. It was smothering you. So now you know better to move in silence, to not say these things to them. They're not in a place where they can receive the information. And it's not theirs to receive, lovingly. And I'm going to pull one last card to see if there's anything else your guides want you to know. You want to say something?
So Diana saying, I resonate with this 1-2 for this reading too. Tasha say thank you. And Diana say, damn, this is such a clarification for me though.
Oh my gosh.
She said, go ahead.
Again, an admirer sends a loving message. You blossomed. That's what they said. Your team is so proud of you. And I say pride, not in a kind of here how we understand it, because it kind of doesn't compare to how they're sending this to me. But it's like what they said, you blossomed. You blossomed. I'm hearing you bloomed. Wish you were here. For some of them are saying wish you were here. And that's some of you, it's your ancestors on the other side saying wish you were here. But in two ways, they're showing me two ways. Like you wish they were here, you wish it's a two-way street is what they're saying. Okay, no, I don't have, that's not what this one's about. Someone trying to come through. Sorry, not today. Yeah, and again, lyrics to your favorite song. Okay, I'll say it. For one of you, it's like I see you with a grandparent or somebody who used to have one of those wind up, what do you call it, a gramophone,
Was that what
those,
musical thing?
yeah, those
Oh,
old musical things,
yeah, I
but
think
they
it's a
used to,
gramophone. I'm not too sure
don't know
what the
what,
name is,
I
but
see what it is, but
I know
they,
which one it is.
you used to dance with them, and they had a favorite song, and that's what they're saying right now. So you're welcome. All right, I will
Hi,
leave you with
Shelby.
that. Hi, Shelby. Hey, fam.
So we are closing now anyway. I just wanted to say something. John, you're saying normally I would ask for a personal, but that's first reading really set me up good for the week. Like it's loud and clear and
In your face.
in my face. And John, I saw you already posted on Discord that you start in tomorrow. You're fasting. So if anyone wants to join join the Discord, go on Discord, and then
he's doing a 7-day fast.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah.
I told you I'll probably make day 4.
I'm gonna say this, but anyway, for personal reading, Shem's has got some services there, whether it's one-on-one or a private email that you can have as well. What she sent reading, they're on the website. So
you can join our newsletter, and we will be, and I do a reading for the collective on the newsletter as well, once every new moon. So.
And we did not have the time to do the reading on the pillars, Shem's book. But however, on a channel, go on a channel. She does the reading there. She narrates it. She explains everything about it. So you guys, hop over on our channel and watch this video about it. And you can also go on our website to get the book as well there.
All right. Lovingly, thank you all. And as always, it's been a pleasure. So
thank you so much.
We shall see you about.
And then we have next week our event.
Yes, we do.
Yeah. So if you want to register again on our website, links in the description. So
Saturday and Sunday, we're having a live meet up. You can jump on the camera, or you could just be in the chat, and we will chat it up with Corey and Blessed as well, answering questions and just having a great conversation. And it only costs a coffee. So see you there. All right. Love to all of you.
Much love, everyone.
All right.
And see you next week.
Family. Bye.
Bye.
Ciao.